You probably talk to your cat every day, calling them, scolding them, even having little conversations like they understand everything. But here's something strange. They don't react to most of what you say, not because they can't hear you, but because their brain filters your words differently. Science shows cats don't process language like humans or even dogs. They process meaning, tone, and emotional patterns. So today, we're breaking down 5 words your cat truly understands and why their reaction to you is far more intelligent than most people think. Let's start with the first one. 1. Their name. The first word your cat understands is their own name, but not in the way you think. It's not about identity like humans. It's about recognition of importance. Studies show cats can recognize their name even when strangers say it. They respond with ear movement, head turns, or tail flicks. But here's the twist. They don't always respond. Because understanding and reacting are 2 different things for cats. If they're relaxed or uninterested, they simply ignore it. But when you use a soft, emotional tone, their attention shifts immediately. It's not obedience, it's awareness. 2. Food words. The second category is food-related words like treat, eat, or dinner. If your cat suddenly becomes alert when you say these words, it's not a coincidence. It's conditioning. Every time a word is followed by food, the brain builds a link. Over time, the word itself becomes a prediction of reward. Even the sound of packaging or tone of voice can trigger the response. But here's what's important. They are not reacting to language. They are reacting to experience. For a cat, words are just signals for what happens next. 3. No. This is where things get interesting. Cats actually understand the word no. They understand tone. They understand emotional disapproval, but they don't always obey it. Why? Because their brain evaluates value, not authority. When you say no, your cat pauses for a moment, not because they're confused, but because they're making a decision. Is stopping worth more than continuing? If the reward of the behavior is stronger than your command, they will continue anyway. Studies even suggest cats who ignore commands often perform better in problem-solving tasks. So they're not disobedient. They're independent decision makers. 4. Come here. Unlike dogs, cats don't naturally respond to come here. They need a reason, not a command. Research shows cats can learn recall with high reliability, but only if it consistently leads to something positive. Food, play, affection. Those create expectation. Over time, come here stops being a command and becomes a prediction. That's when cats start responding even before they see the reward. But if the word is used for negative situations, they disconnect it completely. To a cat, meaning is built through consequence, not instruction. 5. Good job. The final word is the most emotional one. Good job doesn't connect to survival or food. It connects to emotion. Cats are highly sensitive to tone, facial expression, and energy. When you praise them, they don't just hear the words, they read your emotional state. Over time, positive reinforcement builds trust and bonding. Some studies even show cats prefer human praise over food in certain situations, because for them, approval becomes a reward in itself, not obedience, connection. But there's something even deeper happening behind all of this, because what looks like ignoring you is actually your cat making constant micro-decisions, and that changes everything about how we see them. So maybe your cat isn't ignoring you. Maybe they're just listening in a completely different way. Every word you say becomes part of your relationship, even the ones they don't respond to, because communication with cats was never about control. It was always about understanding, and maybe that's why they feel so mysterious. They don't obey your world. They interpret it. But here's something even more fascinating. Some cats don't just understand words. They actually respond to your emotions before you even speak. And in the next video, we'll uncover how your cat senses your mood without any sound at all.